All right, welcome to Align Trading. Taking a look at the SPY here, going over what went on last week, as well as what to watch for the week ahead. Now, just before taking a look at the 30-minute chart here, I want to talk about the daily and where we are now and how we got here from last week. So as I talked about in the last video, on Sunday, we had closed this inverse cup here, and we were right at this 200-day moving average. You can see we could not hold this and form that handle first I explained to be watching for, right? And instead, we continue moving down and have now stopped at this support area in here, but we are now below the 200 and the 5-day has been trending down, as we have with the bottom Bollinger exactly what you want to see in the downtrend. But what you have to be paying attention to now is with this inverse cup here, do we form this controlled buying, and starting to form this to reject off of whether it's this 5-day tomorrow, or we do get some sort of the rally into the beginning of the week, and then from there meet that 200-day again and continue the downtrend if we cannot regain it. But I do want to look a little deeper here on the 30-minute chart and explain that we may not even reach it to this 200, as you can see with this green algorithm that we have right here, along with the white. Pay attention, right? So if we do start to form this head and shoulder right here, pay attention to that inverse cup, even if we do go a little higher, right? And then start to form that head and shoulder as well. It's the same thing here on the way down with this green algo and then this white that you can see. You will also see that orange selling algorithm, right, continuing to work if we do get that downtrend. And you can see here on Thursday, right, we didn't get any more continuation, have the gap up here on Friday, and we begin to form that cup and handle as we have this blue tapering algo, and then of course, right, this yellow. So if we were going to reject again, right, we would have wanted to see that head and shoulder continuing to break out of that green and white, but we get back within this, and now we are paying attention to not only that 5-day moving average, which you can see right here we are above. So even if there is a dip to it and we form that inverse head and shoulder to continue closing this cup right here, however, big resistance level, right? So pay attention, as we talked about with that green, if there is some sort of rejection, and look above. As I was talking about on the daily chart with the 5 and 200-day, if we do want to continue moving up, we do have all of this liquidity right here, as well as this unfilled gap. And if we do continue moving up, right, you can see how we can start to form that cup and then building that handle off of the 200 with this blue algo that we have right here as well. Otherwise, right, you're going to want to see us starting to reject this yellow algo once again and that green. Right here with that blue algo, it's that same thing, right? You can see this down here. You see how we are unable, right, to continue forming this. So same thing right here. If we cannot continue moving up, right, closing this cup, then you are going to see another rejection, and then you obviously want to see it breaking out of that blue, white, and green. Now I want to come back to the daily chart here and show just another example and what we are talking about with this 5-day bottom Bollinger and 200-day right here. Now it has been a very, very long time since we last touched the 200, which was actually the start of the bull market here in 23, right? But you can see bottom Bollinger 5-day trending down. We regain the 5, 200, 20, and then from there are back into the uptrend. And you also have to pay attention to, though, what happens when we do not touch the 200-day for quite some time. So we go back to the 21 bull market, right? Same thing, not testing this 200-day. Very, very similar situation right here with this inverse cup that starts to form, right? And here goes that 5-day bottom Bollinger and the 200. So we're at this same point down here. Pay attention if we reject this 5-day moving average, continue going, or we do regain that 200 for quite some time, maybe even get a 20-day retest before forming another move back down. So as I'm saying here, right, with that 20, if it has some time to catch up right here, and we do have a bit of upside before that happens, then you can look for another bigger short. The last thing here is Powell and FOMC on Wednesday, so do be paying attention to that as well, which can definitely play a big part in where we go from here with the 5 and the 200 here. But that is all I have for the video, so thank you everyone for watching.